Yes, villagers, today I'm going to be giving you a raise of $1,820 per year for bringing your lunch to work. If you want to see how I'm going to do that, you're in the right place. If you're new to this channel, welcome to our village. If you're a returning villager, welcome to our village as well. So let's get into it. Welcome to Garden of the Mind, where we reduce stress, improve our health and fitness, and improve our financial IQ every episode. The average person spends at least $7 per day for lunch. So if we look at that, excluding weekends, a person works 260 days times 7 gives us $1,820 per year. So if you make your lunch at work, you can save close to that amount. Today I'm going to be showing you not just how to make a sandwich, but how to make a good sandwich, just as good as the deli, for far less than that. I'm going to be putting all of the ingredients in the description. So all of the things that you're going to need a sharp knife. You are going to need a butter knife, a Kaiser roll, mayonnaise, salt, pepper, baby spinach, do-do-do-do-do-do. If you got kids, you certainly know that song. Cheese, an onion, a tomato, lunch meat, and I bought this bottle at the dollar store. I filled it with oil and vinegar, 2/3 oil, 1/3 vinegar, so we can make this sandwich great. Now, all of these ingredients cost me about $25 to make. However, if you were to purchase these ingredients, you can make at least 5 sandwiches easy, maybe even 6. That's $25 divided by 5. That gives you roughly $5 per day that you're spending. However, the more sandwiches that you continue to make, the cheaper it gets, because you don't have to continue to buy mayonnaise. You don't have to continue to buy other ingredients that you would need in order to make your sandwich. Here we go. With your Kaiser roll, you cut it down the middle. Then you would add your mayonnaise. Now, I usually like to just add mayonnaise to one side of the bread, because if you add mayonnaise to both sides, sometimes your sandwich slips out in the middle and you're left holding the bread with the ingredients in your lap. But some of you may like putting mayonnaise on both sides. If that's what you like, more power to you. Then you put on your turkey. Now, I love this pack because it gives you an ample amount of turkey so that you can have a nice hearty sandwich. Then you add your cheese. Now, it's important for you to save the vegetable ingredients of the sandwich for last, because you have to add our secret ingredient, which is our salt and vinegar. Now, this I bought from the 99-cent store for 99 cents, and I can make all of the sandwiches that I want. And I don't have to keep buying oil and vinegar every time. Now we add our baby spinach. I usually add about 3 leaves of baby spinach. It's a little alternative to lettuce. You might find it interesting. Then I usually cut up the tomato. Now, I usually use these types of tomatoes because I like the way that you can slice them easier than just the regular tomatoes. So I start out by cutting off this little tip. Now, I have a technique of holding the knife right by the skin of the tomato and kind of rubbing it and scoring it easily. And I just let the weight of the knife cut. You got to give it just a little bit of pressure so that you can get a nice super thin slice of tomato. Like this here. Usually I cut up about 4 of these. With practice, you'll get good with this and you'll be able to cut up tomatoes so thin you'll be able to see straight through them. But they'll give your sandwich an excellent bit of flavor. Now, we cut our onion. Now with the onion, you got to make sure that you cut it on a solid surface because you don't want to cut your hands. Now, once you've split the onion in 2, this is the time where I usually to peel the onion. If you do it the other way, you're going to be there forever. So get to pull it all off in one shot. Now, you want to employ the same technique as you did with the tomato with the onion, but it's a little bit harder to cut because it's harder than a tomato. So you want to start by scoring the onion very, very softly, just sawing back and front motion and pressing down just a little bit, but making sure that your fingers are not on the other side of the knife because you don't want any surprise cuts to your fingers, I mean. Okay, and what you are left with is you are left with onion, and you can put your finger here and pull them apart, just like this. So you separate them, because remember, you're going to be at work. You don't want too much onions in your sandwich. You want to still have some coworkers that still want to be around you. So that's about it. So now we add our secret ingredient, our oil and vinegar mix, just like they do at the deli. You give it a little shake. Make sure it's mixed up all together so you can't see any separation. That's when you know you have a good mix. And there we go. Now you pop the top. Sizzle just a little bit. And now we add our salt and pepper. You don't want to add too much pepper, because if you don't know that you added too much pepper, you don't want to do a dance when you take a bite. And the salt. And voila. You want to take your bun, put it on top, and there we have it. The $1,820 sandwich. You just got you a raise. Now, after you make the sandwich, fold it up. Doesn't have to be super neat. Just make sure that the whole sandwich is covered. Your sandwich that is giving you a raise of $1,820. Now, if you buy breakfast as well, that's an additional expense. Now, I haven't even calculated that. Most people spend about $5 or more for breakfast, and forget if you are also buying designer coffee. You can start to see how you can save a pretty penny. So what could you do with $1,820 per year? You might be able to start an investment. You might be able to pay a few bills. It's your money. You can do whatever you want to with it. If you got anything out of this video, please give it the thumbs up. If you like this channel, please subscribe. If you want to know when I post on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, please click on that notification bell. Now, some of you have told me that you're having trouble subscribing. In order for you to subscribe to the channel, you have to have a Google email and you have to be signed into your Google at the time that you are watching this channel, so when you press subscribe, it goes straight through. Now with the notification bell, that signals exactly when it is that I post. So you'll get a little icon on your phone that shows you the video that I've just created. And remember, thoughts are actions, words have power, and actions have consequences. I will see you for Mindful Mondays, where we will be discussing time management. See you then.